We thought it was a good chance. They were a month into the new season in the Premier League now, and they've got a 2-week break, of course, for the international, so a chance to take stock rather and discuss the first few games. A few questions for you. I'm going to go to the panel. I was going to start with you, Darren. Month in, 4 games into the Premier League season. Which team has surprised you so far?
I mean, from my perspective, surprise would probably be Chelsea. I thought they'd be a lot better. They've shocked me how poor they've been. I thought when they brought in Pochettino, with the amount of players that they signed, I really expected them to be kind of pushing, not saying pushing Manchester City for the league, but certainly up there, competing for the top 4. And the fact that they're so far off it and the performances they put in, that's really surprised me. Because I thought, once they got the manager in Pochettino, who knows how to kind of build, work with new squads, the success he had at Spurs, I just thought he would be almost the final piece of the jigsaw to get them to where they wanted to get. But the fact that they've been so far off, it just tells me there's more problems at that football club than we first thought. So they'd probably surprise me the most in terms of, I thought they'd be better than they are.
I mean, Lee, we wondered, what Pochettino would do at Chelsea. Would he turn them back into a top 4 team overnight almost? Looking like that might be a bit of a stretch now. What would be a good season for Pochettino?
Well, progression from last season. I think last season was woeful, wasn't it, from a Chelsea perspective, when you think that the amount of money that they spent, the players that they brought through the door, and they just couldn't hit it off. I feel that, he's got to be given that time. Listen, there's a philosophy that they're going down, the route they're going down with a lot of young players that they brought into the football club. Put aside how much money they've spent, which stands out a million miles. But, you do have to feel that eventually this will come together. I think this is a long-term plan for Chelsea. There's no doubt about that. Poch going in there, fantastic manager. He's got the background of where he's been and obviously knows the Premier League. It's just a matter of time, I feel. And I do feel that they will turn a corner this season. I'm with Benny. I thought they would this season have a massive turnaround in comparison, but they haven't quite hit it off yet. And listen, the longer it goes on, the more pressure that comes at the football club, doesn't it? And listen, I think it's going to be a long-term plan for Poch, but I do feel that they will, and they are going in the right direction with the personnel that they brought into the club.
What about you, Jamie? Who's made a positive start? Who's surprised you with how well they've started, maybe?
I think I look at West Ham, Jules. I think that earlier in the season, actually before the season started, I believe that David Moyes was favourite in the dreaded sack race that managers don't like to see. And I think he's losing a character like Declan Rice. I think I've been in change rooms and a big character goes. I think it's very difficult to know how the rest of the squad's going to react. And I think that bringing Ward-Prowse in, he's played 3 games. He's got 3 assists, 1 goal already. And I think that he was a brilliant signing. And I think they've reacted so well. Bowen's been on fire to start the season, and they've got 10 points